Do you wake up in the morning feeling a familiar, grinding stiffness in your knees? Does the thought of climbing a simple flight of stairs fill you with a sense of dread? For millions of seniors, joint pain isn't just a minor annoyance. It's a constant, unwelcome companion that dictates what you can and cannot do, slowly robbing you of your freedom and independence. You've likely tried everything. Creams, supplements, exercises, and doctor's visits all promise relief, but the ache remains. You eat healthy, choosing fresh fruits and vegetables, thinking you are giving your body the very best fuel to stay strong. But what if that healthy choice is a lie? What if some of the fruits sitting in your fruit bowl right now are secretly fanning the flames of inflammation, making your joint pain worse with every bite? It sounds unbelievable, but it's true. The human body is a complex system, and for those struggling with joint pain, certain foods can act as a trigger, unleashing an inflammatory storm that settles directly in your hips, knees, and hands. Weak, aching joints don't just make walking harder, they destroy your confidence and increase your risk of a life-altering fall. But here is the good news. Just as some fruits can harm, others possess an almost magical ability to soothe, repair, and even help regenerate your joints. They contain powerful natural compounds that fight inflammation, support cartilage, and lubricate your body from the inside out. The power to reclaim your mobility might not be in a pill bottle, but right in your grocery cart. Let's take a closer look at 3 common fruits you might be eating that could be sabotaging your joints, and the incredible fruits you should be eating instead to rebuild your strength and walk with confidence again. 1. The hidden danger in your morning orange juice. For decades, we've been told that a glass of orange juice is the perfect way to start the day. It's a symbol of health, packed with the vitamin C we need to keep our immune system strong. Seniors everywhere drink it faithfully, believing it's a cornerstone of a healthy diet. But what if this daily ritual is the very thing contributing to your morning stiffness and nagging knee pain? Fruit to avoid: oranges and other high-acid citrus fruits. The problem isn't the vitamin C, it's the acid. While many people can handle citrus fruits like oranges, grapefruit, and tangerines without issue, for a body already struggling with inflammation, this high acidity can be a serious trigger. Think of it like this: your joints are already inflamed, like a sensitive patch of skin. When you consume highly acidic foods, it can lower your body's overall pH, creating an internal environment where inflammation can thrive. It's like pouring a tiny bit of vinegar on a rash. It irritates and angers an already sensitive system. At first, the effects are subtle. You might notice your knees feel a little more achy after breakfast. Maybe your hands feel stiffer than usual. You chalk it up to a bad night's sleep or the weather. But over time, a more insidious pattern emerges. That daily dose of acid can contribute to a state of chronic, low-grade inflammation that prevents your joints from ever truly healing. It keeps the fire of inflammation smoldering, ensuring the pain, stiffness, and grinding never fully go away. Have you ever felt a dull, acidic ache that seems to radiate from your joints? Have you wondered why you feel so stiff even after you've been moving around? Your morning glass of orange juice could be the hidden culprit. But you don't have to give up fruit to find relief. In fact, a simple swap could make all the difference. Instead, eat this: berries, blueberries, cherries, and strawberries. Instead of reaching for that acidic orange, fill your bowl with a vibrant mix of berries. Think of blueberries, deep red cherries, and brilliant strawberries not just as a treat, but as your joints' personal team of firefighters. These fruits are low in acid, but are packed with some of the most powerful anti-inflammatory compounds found in nature. Antioxidants called anthocyanins. These anthocyanins are what give berries their rich, beautiful colors, and they work in your body to actively seek out and neutralize the free radicals that cause inflammation and damage to your joint tissues. While the acid in oranges can stoke the fire, the anthocyanins in berries arrive on the scene to put it out. Studies have shown that compounds in cherries, for example, can be as effective as some over-the-counter pain relievers at reducing inflammation and easing the agony of arthritis. Blueberries help protect your cartilage, the precious cushion in your joints, from breaking down. They don't just mask the pain, they go to the root of the problem. Imagine starting your day not with a drink that irritates your joints, but with a food that actively soothes them. Picture your movements becoming smoother, the stiffness melting away, and the constant nagging ache being replaced by a feeling of comfort. This isn't a fantasy. A simple shift from citrus to berries could mean the difference between dreading your first steps of the day and moving with newfound ease. 2. The nightshade. Hiding in your healthy salad. It's a staple in countless healthy meals. Sliced into salads, blended into sauces, and roasted with vegetables, the humble tomato is celebrated for its rich flavor and its abundance of lycopene, an antioxidant linked to heart health and cancer prevention. It seems like the very definition of a healthy food. But what if this seemingly innocent fruit, yes, it's technically a fruit, is a wolf in sheep's clothing for your aching joints? Fruit to avoid. Tomatoes. Tomatoes belong to a family of plants known as nightshades, which also includes potatoes, eggplants, and bell peppers. For many people, nightshades are perfectly harmless, but for a significant number of seniors sensitive to inflammation, they contain a compound called solanine that can wreak havoc on sore joints. How does it work? Scientists believe that for sensitive individuals, solanine can disrupt the body's natural processes. It's thought to trigger inflammation, and even more concerning, interfere with enzymes in the muscles, leading to pain and stiffness. Some theories suggest it can even contribute to calcium being deposited in soft tissues, like your cartilage and ligaments, instead of your bones. This can lead to that awful grinding feeling of bone on bone and a sense of inflexible stiffness. The connection isn't always obvious. You eat a healthy salad for lunch or have pasta with marinara sauce for dinner, and then a few hours later, or perhaps the next morning, your knees are screaming in protest. You might feel a flare-up of pain that seems to come from nowhere. You blame the weather, or perhaps you think you overdid it on your walk. But the real trigger might have been hiding on your plate. If you've been battling unexplained joint pain that never seems to let up, it might be time to look at the nightshades in your diet. Instead, eat this: pineapple. If you're looking for a fruit that can powerfully combat the kind of deep, grinding pain that tomatoes might trigger, look no further than pineapple. This sweet tropical fruit contains a secret weapon that is celebrated in the world of natural medicine, a unique enzyme complex called bromelain. Think of bromelain as your body's natural handyman for joint repair. It works in two incredible ways. First, it is a powerful anti-inflammatory. It helps to break down the inflammatory proteins that cause swelling, pressure, and pain in your joints. Second, bromelain is known as a proteolytic enzyme, which means it helps your body clear out damaged cells and debris from the site of an injury, in this case, your sore and worn-out joint tissues. This cleans up the area, allowing for healing and reducing pain. In fact, the effects of bromelain have been compared to those of non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, but without the harsh side effects on your stomach. It doesn't just numb the pain, it targets the swelling and inflammation at its source, allowing your body to heal. Have you ever felt like your joints are full of gravel, grinding with every movement? Do you suffer from deep, persistent swelling that makes your knees or fingers feel tight and puffy? Introducing fresh pineapple into your diet could provide profound relief. The bromelain can help reduce that swelling, soothe the inflamed tissues, and restore a sense of smooth, fluid motion. Before you dismiss your pain as unavoidable, ask yourself, could the answer be as simple as swapping your tomato salad for a few slices of fresh pineapple? 3. The energy booster that drains your joints. When you feel a cramp in your leg or a dip in your energy, what's the first fruit you think of? For most people, it's the banana. It's famous for being packed with potassium, easy to digest, and a quick source of energy. Many seniors rely on a daily banana to prevent muscle cramps and keep their energy levels up. But what if this trusted go-to fruit is actually contributing to the very problem you're trying to solve, creating a foundation of inflammation that makes all your aches and pains worse? Fruit to avoid. Bananas. The problem with bananas isn't the potassium. The hidden danger lies in their high sugar content and the way that sugar interacts with your body's inflammatory pathways. When you eat a banana, that sugar hits your bloodstream quickly, causing a spike in blood glucose. Your body responds by releasing insulin to manage the sugar, and this process can also trigger the release of pro-inflammatory messengers called cytokines. For a young, healthy person, this is no big deal, but for a senior whose body is already sensitive and prone to inflammation, this daily sugar spike is like repeatedly poking a sleeping bear. It keeps your system in a state of low-grade, chronic inflammation, which is the perfect breeding ground for joint pain to flourish. It ensures that the fire of arthritis is constantly being fed with fuel. Furthermore, a diet high in sugar can disrupt the delicate balance of omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids in your body. While you need both, a high sugar intake tends to promote the pro-inflammatory omega-6 pathway. This imbalance can lead to a feeling of generalized achiness, fatigue, and a body that feels constantly sore and inflamed. You may have thought your banana was giving you energy, but in reality, it could be contributing to the very fatigue that comes from a body fighting a constant internal battle. Instead, eat this. Avocado. If you want a fruit that provides long-lasting energy without the inflammatory sugar spike and one that actively fights joint pain, the answer is the avocado. Though many think of it as a vegetable, the avocado is a fruit, and it is perhaps the most perfect fruit on the planet for anyone suffering from joint pain. Unlike bananas, avocados are very low in sugar. Instead, they are packed with healthy monounsaturated fats, particularly a type called oleic acid. This is the same heart-healthy fat found in olive oil, and it is powerfully anti-inflammatory. While the sugar in a banana tells your body to sound the alarm, the healthy fats in an avocado tell it to calm down. They actively work to lower the inflammatory markers in your bloodstream. But that's not all. Avocados contain unique compounds called avocado/soybean unsaponifiables. This is a bit of a mouthful, but what it does is amazing. Studies have shown that ASU can help prevent the breakdown of cartilage and may even help repair it. It works by blocking the pro-inflammatory chemicals that eat away at the protective cushion in your joints. So, while other foods are making the problem worse, avocados are working to protect and rebuild the very structure of your joints. Think of the healthy fats in avocados as a lubricant for your body, helping to smooth out movement and reduce friction. Imagine feeling a steady, sustained energy throughout the day without the crash that comes from sugar. Picture your joints feeling nourished and protected, not inflamed and irritated. Swapping your daily banana for half an avocado could be one of the most powerful changes you make in your fight against joint pain. Your kitchen holds the key to a new beginning. For so long, you may have felt like a victim of your own body, held captive by the relentless pain in your joints. You may have resigned yourself to a life of stiffness, aches, and limitations, believing it was an unavoidable part of aging. But as we have seen, you have more power than you think. The problem isn't aging itself, it's the hidden triggers in our daily habits that hold us back. The very pills you take might be weakening your legs, and the very fruits you eat might be inflaming your joints. The first step is awareness. The second step is action. This isn't about a restrictive, joyless diet. It's about making smart, strategic swaps that work with your body, not against it. Swap your morning orange juice for a bowl of berries to extinguish the flames of inflammation. Swap the tomatoes in your salad for fresh pineapple to soothe swelling and ease that grinding pain. Swap your sugary banana for a creamy avocado to lubricate your joints and rebuild them from the inside out. These simple shifts can mean the difference between struggling with every step and walking with strength and confidence. They can mean the difference between a life dictated by pain and a life of freedom and vitality. Take a moment to look in your fruit bowl. What is one change you can make today to start this journey? The power to regenerate your legs and reclaim your independence is in your hands.